Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we dive into the video, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon. Let's dive in. Her laughter carried through the room like glass breaking. "Nothing to be thankful for in bed," she joked, her voice dripping with that same careless charm that once drew me in. Hook. At Thanksgiving dinner, his wife joked about their bedroom in front of everyone. He smiled, slid an envelope across the table. What was inside ended everything. The table erupted. Friends, wine, candlelight, all of it blurred into noise. I set my drink down slowly, met her eyes, and smiled. That moment lingered longer than it should have. Her gaze faltered just for a heartbeat, and I saw it, the flicker, the faintest spark of guilt hiding behind her laughter. She looked away first. The others kept talking. The night rolled on, and I let my face fall back into its usual calm, but inside something had already begun to shift. A quiet movement beneath the surface, like the slow pull of a current under calm water. I could still hear her joke echoing in my head, twisted, cruel. Nothing to be thankful for in bed. I wondered if the joke was for me or for him. It started weeks before Thanksgiving. The sudden silences, the careful phone tilts when I entered the room, the soft, unfamiliar tone she used when talking to a friend. I told myself it was stress, work, life, the usual excuses we feed ourselves when denial tastes sweeter than truth. Then one night, she forgot to lock her phone. A message flashed across the screen. Half a sentence, enough to unravel everything. "Same time tomorrow. Miss your touch already." I stared at it. My hands didn't shake. My breath didn't catch. There was no storm. Only silence, the kind that comes before destruction. I deleted nothing, took no screenshots. I memorized it, every word, every curve of the letters. Because memory was cleaner than evidence. It couldn't be found. It couldn't be denied. When she came out of the shower, she smiled, kissed my cheek, asked if I wanted tea. I told her I did. And as she stirred sugar into my cup, humming softly, I realized something deep. She wasn't mine anymore. Maybe she never had been. The following days became a test in patience. I watched, listened, learned. Her lies were small, almost perfect in their detail. Late meetings, traffic jams, girls' night. Each excuse delivered with just enough tiredness to make it believable. But I noticed details. The scent of cologne that wasn't mine. The faint shimmer of makeup brushed too quickly over her neck. The text notifications she cleared with quick skill. I began keeping a journal, not of feelings, but of patterns, times, locations, her rhythm of lies. I traced her movements with quiet care. She was consistent. Too consistent. Predictability is the gift of the careless. When I finally followed her, it was raining. She parked 3 blocks away from her supposed work dinner, walked fast, umbrella low, entered a small hotel I'd never heard her mention, room 209. She didn't see me. I didn't follow her inside. I didn't need to. The next morning, she smiled over breakfast, hair damp, perfume strong. Told me she'd barely slept. Too much work. I nodded. I know. And I did. The calm stayed with me. Colder now, sharper. I wasn't angry. Anger is quick, messy. I wanted precision. By the time Thanksgiving came, I already had everything I needed. Timelines, recordings, bank statements, enough to paint her entire lie in detail. All that remained was timing. The results came the day before dinner. DNA doesn't lie. Her friend was more than just company. He was the father of the child she claimed we lost last year. A miscarriage that broke me in ways I never spoke of. She had let me grieve for a child that wasn't mine. I sat in the car for a long time, holding the envelope in my hand. The rain tapped against the windshield, steady, patient. I felt nothing, only a deep, clear understanding. At the dinner table, I said nothing. Laughter filled the room. She played her part perfectly, loving, funny, untouchable, until that joke. Nothing to be thankful for in bed. When the laughter faded, I reached into my jacket, pulled out the envelope, and slid it across the table toward her. She looked down, confused. "What's this?" "Something I'm thankful for," I said quietly. She opened it. Her smile froze. Her face strained. Her hand trembled just enough for me to notice. Around us, conversation slowed, then stopped. She looked at me, eyes wide, the first crack in her perfect mask. And I just smiled. Hook. The envelope held DNA proof. The child wasn't his. Her joke became her worst nightmare in front of everyone. After the guests left, she tried to speak, to explain. But explanations are for people who still have a voice in your story. I poured myself a drink instead, sat down on the couch, watched her fall apart. Her voice shook. It wasn't what it looks like, I swear. I interrupted. You mourned with me over his child. She froze. Tears welled. The mask fell. I leaned forward, elbows on my knees. You should know something, I said softly. I've known for weeks. I wanted to see how far you'd take it. Her breathing caught. You what? I took a slow sip, eyes never leaving hers. Every lie, every excuse, I wrote it down. Every detail. Her shoulders collapsed. I wanted to see, I continued, if you'd still make that joke tonight about the bed, about me. Silence, heavy, complete. She whispered. What now? I set the glass down. Now? A faint smile touched my lips. Now you get to live with what you are. Every time you close your eyes, you'll see the look on my face tonight. I stood, adjusted my jacket, and walked past her. She didn't move, didn't call after me. She knew it was over. The night air was cold, clean. I walked down the empty street, her laughter still echoing faintly in my memory. The same laughter that once meant love, now empty as a grave. Funny thing about betrayal, it doesn't kill you, it shapes you. She thought she'd broken me, but she only sharpened me. By morning, I'd be gone. The house, the life, the weight of her, all behind me. Some debts aren't collected with anger. They're collected in silence. And tonight, silence was mine. I glanced once at the sky. The clouds hung low, heavy with rain. There was nothing to be thankful for. Not in bed. Not in love.